Hello, welcome to another rendition of Math is Easy Step by Step. I'd like to continue going over different types of test questions, and for this particular test question you have here in front of you, we're going to talk about percents, mark up, mark down, how to use a percentage cross product formula, and multiple ways to find the answer. So there's more than just one way, and I'm going to show you in this last video how to find what you're looking for using two different methods, whatever method is best suited for you and your skills. So let's just get started. Hey, if 20% of 35,000 garlic cloves are crushed, and 5% of the remaining cloves are lost during transport, how many of the original 35,000 cloves remain ready for sale? And you have options of A, 26,600, B, 31,500, C, 25,600, and D, 36,500. So I'd like to review with you in these next coming videos in parts 2, parts 3, and parts 4 are how to find percentages, and then understanding just by finding the percentages, that's not your answer. You need to mark up, or in this case, mark down, which means you're going to be subtracting those values. So I'd like to review some really important skills on understanding how to use cross product, how to use a percentage formula in order to do that. And hey, remember, if these videos have been helpful for you in order for you to understand these particular type of questions that you'll see, please don't forget to help support this channel and in sending stars and gifts. Thank you so much for your time. I really appreciate everything that you do. And so, hey, let's take a quick look and review some key items. And remember, listen, if you understand this stuff, you don't need to watch it. You can go to the last two parts of this particular series videos, and you can watch how to answer these questions, maybe test yourself to see how well you're doing. And if you're having trouble, watch the video in understanding how to answer these questions. So what we want to do is now we're going to be reviewing percentages and markups, which is an increase. That's a percentage increase. And markdowns. That's a percentage decrease, right? And so I like to go over and talk about a particular type of formula that really helps us to find this information. So a percentage is per 100. So you want to set up two ratios or two fractions set equal to one another. On one side, you want to set up a percent divided by 100, right? Percent means per 100. And so whatever the percent is, in this case I think it was 20%, you would substitute 20 for the symbol here, and 100 will always be in the denominator's place. The other part of the information that you need to know is the is or the of the question. And in this case, of 35,000 was mentioned in the particular problem. So of is where you would substitute that particular value. I'm going to go over some examples with you. Now, there's always more than one way to get to a solution in mathematics. I don't care what anybody tells you. There's always more than one way to get to the answer. And another formula would be part to whole, right? If you're working on percentages, mark up, mark down. Again, on the right side of the equal sign, you've got in the top part of the fraction or the numerator, percentage. In the denominator, you have 100. And then on the left side, you have part to whole. If they give you part in the word problem, you fill in that information in the top part. And in the denominator would be your x, y, z values. We'll go over that in a moment. Or if they give you the whole part in the word problem, then your value would go here in the denominator for whole, and then your part would be your x, y, z value that you're going to be solving for. And so once you have set up these proportion ratios, you can call them, right? Percents, part to whole, is or the of. You're going to want to perform what's called a cross product. So right now what I'd like to do is show you how to set up and review cross products. Okay, so we're going to get into that right now. And so, well, cross product is simply multiplication. Product is the answer to a multiplication problem. So I've just picked numbers. I picked 3 would represent the is or the part. X would represent the of or the whole, the formula I just showed you. If you need to pause, stop, rewind the video, please help yourself. Equal to 10 would represent a percent over 100. Now, I'm just picking these numbers. Other than 100, 100 will always be in the denominator underneath the percent value. But again, I just picked 3. I'm just picking x. And notice here the dot, dot, dot. That's a 1x. When I'm instructing, I'm teaching invisible ones. If you haven't seen my invisible one video, please take a look. It clarifies a lot of this mathematics procedures that confuse a lot of students. You can just write a solid one there, 1x if you like, but as an instructor, I put the dot, 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 dot. So we're going to perform cross product, which means I'm going to multiply 1x times 10. Set that equal to 3 times 100. So that's the first step here in a cross product. Okay, we're going to multiply across from the equal sign. Again, 3 times 100 and then 10 times 1, right? That's what we're going to do in this first particular step. In the next part, I would like to go over how to find percentages of a number when you're going to mark it down or mark it up. But these are skills you got to know in order to continue on. So 10 times 1 is 10. You can't forget that x, right? 10 times 1 is 10. That x is attached through multiplication. Equals 100 times 3. 100 times 3 is 300. One step away to solve the problem. What number times 10 would give me 300? If you don't know that, well, you would divide both sides by 10, and you would see you're solving this one-step equation. Divide 10 to both sides, and you'll find that 10 over 10 is 1x, equal. 300 divided by 10 is 30. So in this problem, I have found the missing value of the of part or the whole part using that percentage formula. Okay, stick with me for part 2. I like to go over how you perform a markup or a markdown with actual values and take a couple of videos to actually solve this problem, going very slowly, showing you multiple methods to solving and finding the answer in this particular problem. Hey, math is easy. Take it step by step. Thank you for joining me.